Hi everybody. Caregivers this week are asking me, Pamela, how long will I be a caregiver? How long does caregiving last? Stay with me for the caregiving chat of the day. I'm Pamela D. Wilson. My website is pameladwilson.com. The honest answer to that is caregiving is a marathon. When you think of marathons, sometimes we think of training. In this video post, there is a link to a page on my website. It's called The Stages of Caregiving, which can give you an idea of how your role and your responsibility as a caregiver can change over the stages of the care that your elderly parents need. Today we have seniors caring for seniors. We have 70-year-old children caring for 90-year-old parents. We also, on the other end of the spectrum, have 30-year-old children caring for 50-year-old parents. That caregiving, it can last anywhere from 3 to 20 years for a single person. And then you may have multiple situations of caregiving. Maybe you care for an elderly parent, then an elderly in-law, then an elderly spouse, then maybe a brother and a sister. Caregiving is a marathon. And because it's a marathon, because it lasts so long, we as caregivers should be training. So let's talk about some of the things that caregivers experience. About 50% of caregivers experience exhaustion, where you are so tired from caregiving. You don't think that you can go on another day, and sometimes you can't. You really want to take a break. 36% of caregivers can't sleep at night. 23% have headaches, other health issues. Oh my gosh, back pain, weight gain, weight loss. The health of caregivers gets worse, mainly because you are spending so much time taking care of someone else that you put yourself on the back burner. Don't do that. You may end up being the person who eventually needs care. Don't set yourself up to be in the position of the person that you are caring for. Caregivers many times will injure themselves physically and not take care of it. If you're caring for someone, you may be lifting them, you may be bending, stretching, doing a lot of heavy carrying, other tasks, helping someone in and out of the shower, in and out of the bathtub. Those little injuries, if you don't take care of them and get to the doctor and get treatment, can result in injuries that take a long time to heal. The older we all get, and it's going to happen to all of us, the more time it takes to recover from anything. If you think about it, and you're 50 or 60 or 70 today, when you were young and you got a cold or the flu, you probably recovered like that. Today, it can take days, it can take a week. Sometimes you feel like it can take a month to recover, and when you're recovering, you catch the illness that you got the first time again. Caregiving is a marathon. We want to learn from everything that happens in caregiving, and it's important. So when we think of marathons, I was a runner for many years. And before I started running my first marathon, it was a 10K, not a 20-mile marathon. But I trained. I started walking so many blocks a day. Then I would up it to running so many blocks a day. Then it would be so many miles a day. There was even a point where I would run from my house to my parents' house, which was about 3 miles, and my dad would drive me back home. You don't just run a marathon. You don't just learn everything that you need to know about being a caregiver. It doesn't happen like that. Training, taking online courses like the courses on my website at pameladwilson.com that are offered through corporations and groups, because caregivers learn better in groups, are important. We want to become as educated and knowledgeable about health and aging and caregiving, so that when we have this caregiving marathon that goes on for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, we're not running ourselves into the ground as a caregiver, and we actually benefit from the information that we learn instead of becoming burned out and angry and frustrated, where so many caregivers find themselves today. So check out the link in this video post. It's called The Stages of Caregiving. Share my website, PamelaDWilson.com, with other caregivers that you know. Check out my radio show. It's every Wednesday night. It's The Caring Generation, and today happens to be Wednesday, so you can join me tonight live. You can also listen to all of the past podcasts on my website. If you go to the media tab, click on the Caring Generation radio show and scroll down, you'll see them all there. There's a blog on my website, a lot of information. Share this information with other people that you know. 1 in 4 people are caregivers who are about to experience a marathon. Have a fabulous day today. I'll see you again soon in another video.